Hello everybody and welcome back to False Nine Footy. So what a game that was between Man United and Arsenal. Just so much to unpack in this match and so let's get started. So Arsenal, they scored early, was called offside. It hit Maguire. I mean, there's no VAR, so it's unfortunate for Arsenal, but you kind of just got to play through it. And then after that, honestly, the first half there wasn't much other than that chance. And then second half in this match is when things really kicked off. Obviously, you have Dalot getting sent off in the 61st minute. Before that, Bruno scored. It was really a beautiful goal. Garnacho running down the wing, sees Bruno, cuts it back to him in the box, on the edge of the box, in the box, kind of in that area, curls it past Urian Timber, and then it was really a beautiful goal. Garnacho, you obviously, if you're a Manchester United fan, you want to see that from Garnacho. You want to see him, breaking forward, doing what he does best, which is, attacking and being direct. And it was a great pass to Bruno, great finish. And then once Dalot got sent off, it was all Arsenal. I mean, you'd expect that with 10 men, but the problem again with Arsenal, we all know what it is. We all know what it is. I made a video last week. I know every Arsenal fan knows this. Every football fan knows this. Kai Havertz ain't that guy. He's not that guy. It's tough when you have the ball and you know that your striker really isn't that big of a threat in terms of, being a goal scorer. He's not a reliable goal scorer. So you kind of just, you as the team with the possession, you kind of know, when we play that ball into the box, it's just going to get cleared or he's going to miss. So it kind of discourages you from doing anything kind of progressive. Now, in saying that, Arsenal, I mean, they had all the chances in the world to win this. Odegaard, penalty in the second half. And then Baynder. I mean, we got to talk about Baynder. He was definitely the man of the match. It was rightly deserved. Amazing stop on Odegaard from the penalty spot. And the Odegaard penalty, that was a good penalty. It was bottom right corner. If Baynder dives the other way, the commentators are saying, "Oh, that's an amazing penalty." And the thing is, you couldn't even say it was a bad penalty, even though it was saved. It was just a great penalty. And Baynder, amazing save. He really, you got to be happy for being Baynder. He had a terrible match against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. And, coming into this, we're Baynder, he hasn't really looked that good. And he really made a case for himself to be I'm a guy, I'm a player. I can play. Because, we've seen him in the Carabao Cup, even in the Euros for Turkey. He made some mistakes. I remember that match against Portugal vividly. But he played really, really well in this match in particular. Just amazing. Because that Odegaard chance, obviously that penalty comes to mind. But his save against Rice. And Rice may have been offside slightly, but I don't, it was way too, he could have been onside. It was really a 50-50 with that header in the second half with that header. And then Baynder with an outstretched hand tips it over the bar. Baynder, I mean, was fantastic this match. But again, Arsenal just not clinical enough. Again, it's this kind of Man City style. Obviously, Arteta, we all know the connection with Guardiola, but it's that Man City style of holding onto the ball, not really looking that threatening, but you're just kind of holding the ball just to hold the ball. It's they had to be more direct. They had to, they didn't look threatening, even though they had so much of the ball, obviously because of the red card, but they just didn't ever look like they were going to really score apart from that, in open play, apart from that Rice chance in the second half. And, obviously that first half goal being ruled out, but you got to move past that. There's no VAR in the FA Cup. I don't really know why, but it is what it is. You just got to play through it. And with that red card, you have all the chances in the world to go and really grab this result, and they couldn't. And then obviously Havertz as well. He missed a couple of big chances. One chance, that chance again in the second half. I mean, I keep saying second half. Everything happened in the second half. It was late on in the second half, and it was a cross from the right side, comes in, and he just, I think he missed. I think he was kind of thrown off because it actually did like hit his hand a little bit. But again, like, if that's a proper striker, it doesn't even hit his hand. Like, he takes it under control properly. So basically it hits his hand first, and then I think that kind of distracts him, and then he, like, from point blank range, just puts it over the crossbar. It's like, what are you doing, buddy? You know? But yeah, Arsenal just, again, my complaints with Arsenal this match are, okay, Dalot gets the red card. You're going to have the ball. Be direct. You know, stop just playing the ball around the perimeter, just playing it, just be more direct. And 100%, this is something that they have to address. You need a striker. You absolutely need a striker. Because Havertz missing these chances and just not being a threat up front is really costing Arsenal results here. So that's my big takeaway for Arsenal. Just need a striker. For Man United, really happy for Baynder. Proved the doubters wrong. I mean, obviously the doubters had every right to doubt because he didn't really look good at all in any other performance before this one, but terrific this match. Bruno really looked good this match. Bruno was really active, like creating chances. Obviously his goal, he was dribbling, like his dribbling was, like, he was just really good this match. He was active, he was energetic, and he just looked really good. Obviously Garnacho with the assist. Xerxes coming on, scoring the winning penalty in the penalty shootout. Really happy for him. It's funny, I actually rate Xerxes a lot higher than I do Højlund. I know they spent 70 million on Højlund, did Manchester United. I'll probably make a separate video talking about Man United and kind of their situation. But Højlund, 70 million, it's like, that's a bit much. But Xerxes coming on did a great job. Like, really, yeah, there were a couple of plays in the second half, like, you were like, wow, this guy's got something. Like, a couple of dribbling sequences, his passing was good, just very, like, it was a very tidy game from Xerxes when he came on. So, great match for him. The defense was really solid. Mazraoui, Martinez, even Maguire was pretty good. Yeah, the defense was solid. Ugarte has been a great, I have to say, Ugarte was a good signing, good CDM, good holding midfielder, can do whatever you need him to do. So yeah. Manchester United, they got to be happy with that result. Obviously, they are far from a perfect team, and they really lack consistency, so you don't really know what you're going to get week in, week out. But that, for me, is, and this is funny, I actually said in a previous video, I said they should go after, one of the managers I said they should go after was Amorim, and they did. And yeah, and really, the results in the league, I'm kind of going on a tangent here about Manchester United, but the reason that they aren't consistent is down really mostly to the players. So Amorim's got to bring in a few more players that, you know, he thinks are going to be more reliable. I've talked about the players I think they should bring in a previous video. I'll probably make another one. But again, if they could get Gyökeres, I mean, Arsenal need Gyökeres, but if they could get Gyökeres, just because Amorim had that connection with him at Sporting, although you do have Xerxes, but I mean, if they could get Gyökeres, why wouldn't you? But like, they need more proper wingers. Like, you could play Garnacho on the left, you could play Diallo on the right, but you need more. So, like, obviously it's expensive, but, you know, you got guys like Kudus on the right. Yeah, if I'm talking about right wingers, you got like Kudus, you got like Greenwood. You got, I mean, obviously they sold Greenwood, but, you know, if they wanted to bring him back, because he's doing super well in Liga. You got Greenwood, you got Akliouche from AS Monaco. On the left, obviously, you have Lookman, you have Nico Williams, you have Ben Seguir from Monaco, you have even a guy like Wilfred Nanto. Yeah, these are guys I mentioned in the past, but just wanted to throw them out there again. Nico Williams on the left. Yeah, so they need more players basically, and I really have to emphasize also in the middle of the park, center mid. My gosh, don't have enough there. Do not have enough there for Bruno, because Bruno's your cam. You know, you need guys behind him like a Nemecha, like an Urkan Kokcu from Benfica, like Perez Chaibi, like a Reinders, like a Hulmand, or Samuele Ricci, or like an Ilic. They just need more in the middle of the park as well. So obviously Manchester United, like we know, they need a whole bunch of reinforcements. So it'll be interesting to see what Amorim does. But great performance today, and just overall the game was exciting. Like the atmosphere was amazing. It just it was a classic. It was a classic FA Cup match between two big clubs, and yeah, just a real great game. So with all that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.